Good evening. We framed our planning in terms of the challenge to build a successful 21st century school district. The President has made it very clear that education is the key to the transformation of our society into a globally competitive one that continues our leadership in the world. And so we believe that the challenge for us is to build a school district that reflects the needs of the 21st century and addresses those issues, building the capacity in all of us to address the demands of this time. The ARRA, or the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act, has several purposes. The first of which, as I indicated, is to stimulate the economy in the short run and to invest in education so that we ensure the long-term economic health of our country. These funds are to be invested quickly and wisely. They're to be used to strengthen education, drive reforms, and to improve the results for our students from early learning and early childhood into post-secondary education. Innovation in terms of the ARRA means we must continue to do the effective things that work, and we must work collaboratively and cooperatively to do so. Principles and strategies that have been specified by the Secretary of Education are that we have to spend the funds quickly, and we have to spend them wisely to save jobs that support the ongoing work. That is, the professional training of principals and teachers, and building the capacity of our school administration and staff to meet these demands that we're facing. We have to do that through improvement of student achievement and reform. And we must ensure transparency in all of our reporting of what goes on so that we show the accountability for our expenditures. This is a one-time investment. The funds are supposed to be used thoughtfully to get long-term gains, but only a one-time short investment so that there wouldn't be a funding cliff where we could not support our efforts. The general comments that we think need to be reinforced for everyone's understanding is that these are short-term investments that must lead to long-term results. The funds that we get have to all be obligated by September 30th, 2011. We have to balance the need for speedy release of these funds with thoughtful, reflective, and energetic school improvements that improve the student achievement in our district and close the achievement gap. The reform concepts that cut across all of the ARRA for education include raising standards for rigorous college and career-ready academic standards and valid and reliable assessments for all students. It means increasing transparency by establishing tracking systems that actually look at all of our students from pre-K to 16 and show continuous improvement using empirical data to support whether or not that improvement occurs, and a longitudinal data system. Key to this improvement is the fact that we have to show that teachers are effective. We have to ensure equitable distribution of teachers across all of our students, particularly students in need. We have to support effective intervention strategies for the lowest performing schools. Now, elements of the plan that are key elements in the ARRA include, number one, teacher and principal effectiveness and quality, which means that we have to provide continuous, long-term, year-long professional learning opportunities. Extended learning opportunities for students. This means extended days, it means extended year. The President has actually talked about this in many of his speeches that he's been giving on education. The early learning, of course, we know that the key to the development of our students and to improving student achievement really relies on early achievement, early learning in literacy and mathematics. We call that the response to instruction, which means that we have to have effective instruction early for all of our students. When they don't respond to instruction, we have to provide effective interventions, which is called response to intervention. Key to this reform is high school reform. We've, I think, shared the education, the graduation rates with the community in this board meeting, and the key issue is we have to increase our graduation rates. We cannot have only 31% of our, let's say, African American students and other students not graduating from high school. We need transparency in data systems, which means we have to have a platform that we can go to see where all of our students are at any time. And to support our students, we are very, very concerned about having a parenting university that provides our parents with the supports they need to support our children. Literacy, early childhood development, all of the stages of development for children, and additional supports that we know are important to supporting parents. And in addition to all of this, we look at data to make our decisions. So research and evaluation, scientific methodologies to show what we're doing is key to our success in this.